With just a few potatoes and a few eggs, today I will share with you an extremely simple dish that is so delicious you will easily want to make it again after trying it once. This is the kind of dish that is golden and fragrant on the outside, soft and lightly rich on the inside, with the aroma of garlic and bay leaves that is very appealing. When you eat it, it feels both comforting and satisfying. In my home, this dish has almost become a regular weekend favorite, because it is not too complicated to make. Yet when it is served at the table, everyone loves it. If you are looking for a quick dinner that is still hearty, fragrant, and very eye-catching, then today let's go into the kitchen and make this dish together. First, I prepare about 2 to 3 potatoes, depending on their size and how many people are eating in the family. In this dish, potatoes are the main ingredient, so you can choose ones that are still fresh, feel firm in your hand, have smooth skin, and are not soft or sprouting, so the dish turns out better. After peeling or washing the potatoes clean, I slice them into pieces of moderate thickness. Do not cut them too thin, because thin slices will easily break apart when frying, and if they are too thick, they will take longer to cook. Just cut them so the slices are relatively even in size. That way, when cooking, the potatoes will cook evenly and the dish will look more beautiful. After slicing, I put all the potatoes into a bowl of cold water and rinse them gently a few times. This step is very worthwhile, because it helps remove some of the starch clinging to the outside of the slices. When the excess starch is rinsed away, the potatoes will stick together less, turn golden more beautifully when frying, and not become clumpy. Then I drain the potatoes and use paper towels to dry them thoroughly. Please do not skip this drying step, because the drier the potatoes are, the easier they will turn golden in the pan, they will splatter less oil, and the surface will taste better. While preparing the dish, I would also like to ask just for fun, which country are you watching this video from? Please write it in the comments so I know. I am always very happy to read messages from many different places. Next, I prepare about 3 cloves of garlic. For the garlic, you only need to peel it and then mince or slice it. In addition to garlic, I also use bay leaves to create aroma in the oil. This is a small detail, but it helps the dish release a much stronger fragrance. I place the pan on the stove and add a sufficient amount of vegetable fat. When the oil begins to warm up, I add the garlic and bay leaves, reduce to medium heat, and gently fry for about 3 minutes so the oil absorbs the aroma. At this point, the kitchen will begin to fill with a very pleasant smell, the mild fragrance of garlic combined with bay leaves. Just at this step alone, the dish already feels promising. When the garlic and bay leaves have finished flavoring the oil, I remove them from the pan. Doing this allows the oil to retain the fragrance, but prevents the garlic from burning and becoming bitter while we continue frying the potatoes longer. Now I add the dried potatoes into the fragrant oil in the pan. At this step, I keep the heat at medium and fry the potatoes for about 10 to 13 minutes, occasionally turning them gently so all sides cook evenly. You do not need to stir constantly, just occasionally turn them lightly so the potatoes do not burn in one spot. Let the potatoes have time to stay in contact with the surface of the pan so they can develop a beautiful golden brown color. When you see the slices beginning to turn golden, the surface firming up, and you smell a very appealing aroma, that is when the base of our dish is nearly perfect. While waiting for the potatoes to turn golden, I prepare the egg mixture. I use 2 eggs and crack them into a bowl. Then I add chopped green onions. Green onions are very fragrant and are a herb that pairs perfectly with eggs. I also prepare a little chopped dill. Do you like dill? Its aroma is truly unmistakable. Try it with this dish to create a special flavor. Next is 1 tomato cut into bite-sized pieces. You can dice the tomato or cut it into small pieces, as long as when added to the dish, the tomato distributes evenly and, when cooked, creates natural moisture for the eggs. Next, I add a little salt to lightly season the eggs. Then I add about 100 grams of sour cream. The sour cream will make the egg layer softer, gently rich, and when the dish is finished cooking, it will feel very balanced and not dry. Then I use chopsticks or a whisk to mix the entire mixture well so the eggs, herbs, tomato, and sour cream blend together. When the potatoes in the pan have turned golden to your liking, I lower the heat to low. This is a very important step, because if the heat is too high, the bottom will easily burn before the egg layer on top has time to cook. Now I slowly pour the egg, green onion, dill, tomato, and sour cream mixture over the potatoes in the pan. After pouring it in, I use a spoon or gently shake the pan so the mixture spreads more evenly. At this point, the pan looks very beautiful, with a fragrant golden potato layer underneath and a soft egg layer on top with the green color of the herbs and the red color of the tomato. Then I cover the pan and let the dish cook slowly over low heat for about 15 minutes. Cooking it slowly like this helps the egg layer set on the surface, while the potatoes continue to soften inside without burning underneath. While waiting, the aroma will spread very attractively, the kind of warm fragrance of a family dish slowly cooking in the kitchen. When the bottom has stabilized and the top of the eggs is nearly cooked, I gently flip the dish over. You can use a large plate or a flat lid placed over the pan to flip it, then slide the dish back into the pan. Just move slowly and there is no need to rush. After flipping, I leave the lid off and continue cooking for another 5 to 7 minutes so the other side also cooks nicely and turns lightly golden. This step makes the dish much more complete, because both sides will have an appealing color, and when cut, it will look neater and more beautiful. At this point, just opening the pan will release a very noticeable aroma. The smell of golden potatoes, cooked eggs, the mild fragrance of garlic, along with chives and dill, all blend together to create a very simple yet extremely captivating dish. The surface is beautifully golden, the inside is soft and moist, with a gentle richness from the sour cream and the freshness of the tomato, so it is not heavy at all. I sprinkle a little chopped green herb on top to make it look fresher. Just a little is enough to make the dish look more lively, more fragrant, and much more appealing. When cutting it into pieces, you will see that the potatoes are perfectly pan-fried, not crumbly but still soft and delicious. The eggs envelop the potatoes, herbs, and tomatoes, so each bite contains all the flavors. This truly is a dish that is perfect for a quick dinner, or even for a weekend meal when the whole family wants something simple yet tasty. So with just a few familiar ingredients, we immediately have a fragrant, hot potato and egg dish that is very suitable to prepare for the whole family. I hope you will like this recipe and have a chance to try it at home. I wish you and your family a very enjoyable meal, and I will see you again in the next videos of Merry Home. Remember to press the like button and subscribe to support me. Goodbye and see you again.